Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good day, great day, all that good stuff. Um, Fresh off the pavement, 30 minutes out there trying to get some sun, I guess. With my daughter and my son. I'm coming to talk about discernment today. Um, I'm hoping to have a better schedule with getting this information to you guys. No, I don't have a schedule. Um, no, I don't know when I'm gonna post a video. Um, and no, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, people keep asking me. Cause people be lying. Y'all be lying. People don't be inboxing y'all like, oh, when you gonna post a when? Listen, y'all gonna get these messages when y'all get these messages, but y'all be needing to hear these stuff, right? So as y'all know, I don't edit. I don't cut out nothing. I don't stop no video. Whatever I say out my mouth is what y'all gonna get. And if you know me personally, you know that's how I am. That's who I am. That's who I've always been. I ain't never been the person that's gonna edit nothing, literally. But I ran across something today that was posted by a former friend from middle school, and it said Christ's discernment was so sharp that he couldn't be triggered because he knew exactly what kind of spirit was operating behind each person. He never wasted energy being offended or reacting emotionally. Instead, he responded with wisdom, authority, and unwavering focus on his mission. Wow, that was big. Like, just trying to dissect that. Um, when growing up, I used to just be like, oh my goodness, why do I see that in that person? Or when I walk in a room, I know that this person, like, this is dad, da da da. And it was because the Most High always gave me discernment from when I was like a little girl. I can just see your spiritual. So, like in the world, you guys will say, "Oh, her energy was bad. Oh, energy this." I don't blame that on no energy. That's spiritual realm. Period. We are like everybody thinks of flesh, 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 but we have to realize it's a spiritual thing. And so when you say somebody's energy is off, no, their spirit be off. And for me, I learned how to like not be around that person so that person's spiritual don't mess with my spiritual. I don't need your demons bothering me. And let's be real, when we say people's energies off is because they got a demon in them that they fighting, and sometimes they cannot contain that or slay that demon. And so with that being said, all of us fight something. Like if anybody get on in social media or anywhere and tell you, oh, they ain't fighting nothing, or they don't got no demons or whatever, everybody's fighting something. Rather it be they keep eating bad, or they can't stop talking to a person because or a married man, or they can't stop drinking alcohol, or all that stuff is demonic. It's just demonic. If you need alcohol or weed or something to cope, like, and be a regular or normal person, it's demonic. If you gotta have the chocolate because to get your day going, it's demonic. You're depending on something, like, it's demonic. You can't stop talking to that married man, and you're not married to that man. That's a bad spirit that's on you that you need to get off. It's just you have to recognize. You got to call a spade a spade, and I ain't calling nobody out. I see these things going on, and none of us are per se perfect. We could be perfect or try to be perfect in the law, and I say law meaning of the Bible, but of the word, the actual law. But we all fight. We're all fighting. We all on this journey. We're all fighting something, right? I have my own things that I'm fighting. Some are harder than others, and that's how that goes. But anyway, go back to discernment. I don't want to get too far off into that. But going back to discernment, like I said, since I was a little, or if I didn't say it, but when I was a little girl, I always used to just know, like, okay, that person, whatever, and not judging per se, but just realizing that was my discernment to tell me how people were. And if I can't, in a sense, read you, 9 times out of 10, 10 out of 10, I need to just leave you be, because my discernment, that's some confusion. Like and that's just me, like I'm not telling you how to be, I'm telling you how I am. Remember, this my video, my platform, my part of the platform here. So I'm talking about me. So don't get it confused now. So when I came across that, it was funny because I was just trying to converse, or I was conversing with my husband about discernment and about how you don't react this way, that way, blah, blah, blah. And to see that was just my confirmation of how not only was I blessed and favored with the certain discernment that I have, which I'm so grateful for, none of me, all of the Most High, that, you know, it's so sharp that I can't be triggered by people and their situations. You know what I'm saying? Like how I operate at work, how I operate, like, I don't work, but how I operate when I'm amongst people that's not in the same spiritual level that I'm in. And that doesn't mean that, oh, I'm up here and this person down here. I mean that my walk, my journey. So like, for example, it's just like the army where people have ranks. They started here and then 2-3 years they're here, 4 years they're here. So that's what I mean by that. Again, I'm not putting myself up here, somebody down here, but this walk that I've been in was introduced to me and my family since 2013. So here we are, 13 years into this walk, and I gotta realize that everybody's not on the same path or same level that, or whatever the case may be, where we are or where I am. And so with that being said, I use my discernment and that I was blessed with, to operate. And so when I saw this, I realized that, yeah, Christ he never wasted his energy being, offended or reacting in any emotional way, because he knew who people was, just based on, he knew who they were based on their his discernment and their behaviors behind who they were, and so that's why I'm not easily triggered by when somebody acts some certain way. I'm not easily triggered by when somebody says certain things or when they do certain things. And typically, like 9.5 out of 10, I'm the bigger person, because I see you for who, you know what I'm saying, like who you are and what you got going on. But then that's because of my discernment. I use my wisdom as Christ did. Like this, he used that authority, to slay the demon out of the person. And so, like, for me, it's a great example. Like, when somebody's not speaking to me and I know I ain't did nothing to them, I'm gonna definitely speak to you for sure. Like, hey, how you doing? Because now I shed light on your demon, right? I chased that demon, right? And the demon like to throw rocks and hide his hand. They don't like to, you get what I'm saying? Like, the demon don't like to be on him. All right, so something just fell. I'm in my garage, and that kind of scared me. So, yeah, I know. Immediately know. Okay, as long as nothing ain't run out. I'm gonna get screaming. My husband's not here either. Anyway, but yeah, so the moral of the story, without me like going too far, because boy, I can be here all day. Be grateful for your discernment. Use it accordingly to people and situations that, may trigger you. I'm not easily triggered, because some of you guys know, I was born and raised in the projects, and I've seen a lot. I've been a couple places. I've been around a couple people. Let's say rich, poor, and that's in spirit and in money. That's in everything. I've been exposed to good, bad, ugly, and different. And so I get to speak from experience on almost every side. Like, I done been poor, I done been in poverty, I done been middle class, I done been upper class. I ain't never been wealthy. yet. But I can speak from a lot of different angles. And like I said, my discernment is very sharp, and I'm very grateful. And so just know that when you have a discernment on you, you get to operate a little different. And don't let, you know, things trigger you. Don't be like Christ. Our goal is to walk like Christ. And he wasn't easily triggered because his discernment was so sharp. He wasn't triggered where he had to use his emotional state to, operate. He was so focused on his mission that that's all that, like that he was on. So he did everything that he can do to stay on that path. And so I guess to sum this up, I'm grateful that I have that. And it's helped me so much throughout all these years. I'm about to be 40 in April. And I'm just like, I just wish I could just share to the world, like, my discernment, like, because not everybody's blessed with it. And if you don't feel like you have discernment, like, for real, like, everybody has an intuition, like a feeling or whatever. But if you don't feel like you got discernment, like, you get it by being obedient to the word. And the word is keep those laws, statutes, and commandments. And my daughter, she pointed out the scripture that I live by. And it's funny because I live by so many things that I didn't even know scripture, applied to them. And so it was just the way I was raised, and it was just the calling that was put on my life. So when I read them as a scripture, I'm like, oh, I was already living like that. It's confirmation that many are called and few are chosen. I won't miss my mark. I'm not missing my mark. Period. I'm not missing my mark. I'm not missing my mark. I was called and I'm chosen. And the discernment is all over me that, the discernment is all over me. And so because of that, Ecclesiasticus 12:13 says, and in the conclusion, don't quote me on the exact word, just go look it up. Basically, the main idea and the story of the ending of the story is keep the commandments. Keep the commandments. Endure to the end. Keep the commandments. And we soon shall see Zion. It's kingdom bound. But that's it for today. That's it for this video. Pray for discernment. It'll save you a lot. Pray for discernment. It will help you figure out a lot of things. Pray for discernment so that you're able to move about in the Christ-like way, and you're not easily triggered by other people's demons. Because we walk by faith, not by sight. So that means we live in a spiritual realm. Don't think about this flesh when it comes down to your discernment. Okay? So that was all. That's it. That's all. I catch y'all in another video. I hope to, or pray to, have at least 3 out a week. That's the goal. Sorry this one's so long. Y'all take care. Y'all be blessed. Love y'all.